Okay, folks, would you agree that most people display their best professional behaviors during job interviews, both interviewees and interviewers? Think about this for a moment. Portfolio samples, clothing choices, just about every statement uttered in the interview is a message carefully crafted to perfection, engineered to entice the right candidate or the most desirable employer. As a manager, you might also agree that it's tough to determine the best fit for your creative team in a few brief meetings. Chances are you've experienced a better indication of fit 6 months after making the initial offer of employment, and of course a tidal wave of projects has flooded through your department, requiring all hands on deck. We've all been there. After working together for several months, the initial glow of newness wears off, and that facade of perfection, it crumbles, revealing the naked truth. You're working with either a saboteur or a savior. If you've experienced extreme shifts in your creative team's operational dynamics and wonder, how am I ever going to manage this effectively? Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to check out Saboteurs and Saviors, Managing Creative Team Dynamics, a How Design tutorial. I'm Ed Roberts, a regular contributor to How Magazine and the In-House Designer blog. I also serve on the InSource Board of Directors and recently, on behalf of a committee of advertising professionals, accepted the American Advertising Federation's Mosaic Award for a student internship program we developed together. Before we dive in, I'd like to suggest that we keep our conversation going today, or beyond today at least, on Twitter. Please note the hashtag in-house teams and feel free to follow me at InhouseOz, all on Twitter. Also, I'm a big fan of LinkedIn, so let's connect there. Moving right along, this particular webinar was developed from a very interesting series of questions asked in another webinar I facilitated called Supercharge Your In-house Team that shared ideas on establishing a clear vision and set of core values, acquiring top talent and defined team member roles and key accountabilities, and master effective communication and conflict resolution skills. The questions and statements that were asked dealt loosely with the subject of sabotage on creative teams. So today, we'll explore in more detail effective communication skills needed to motivate those I'll refer to as the saviors on your team, and coaching tactics you can use to shut down the poor behavior of saboteurs. My ultimate goal is to help you learn ways to manage extreme creative team dynamics while hopefully injecting more harmony and positive collaboration into your team. Full disclosure, I've worked in the advertising industry managing talent, processes, and clients for more than 20 years, half of that time working as a member of several corporate in-house teams. I've navigated through the corporate weeds of government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and privately owned companies, both large and small. And I must confess, the minute I thought I'd seen it all and had the challenges of managing the extremes of creative team dynamics figured out, some new unforeseen issue would present itself, setting me on a path to finding a new solution. I should also admit that I don't possess a magic serum that will cure all the issues you may be experiencing with creative team dynamics, but I have had success over the years in seeking out advice to help remedy challenges that can adversely affect good creative team dynamics. What will be the benefit to you today? I'm still eager to learn and willing to share with you the knowledge and resources I've received over the course of my 20-year career as a member and manager of creative teams. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. This quote is an excerpt from Historical, Political, and Diplomatic Writings, Volume 2, In this particular volume, Machiavelli writes his most controversial advice to a prince. And basically what he is saying to this prince is that when seeking and maintaining political power, ruthlessness is essential. I believe this particular passage perfectly conveys the underlying motive of the saboteur. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a moment and share a story of sabotage with you. So how should I begin? Once upon a time? Seems like all good fairy tales begin this way, right? Unfortunately, the story I'm about to tell you is no fairy tale. It is a true story of a high-performing corporate team of 3 hard-working coworkers and, of course, 1 very busy wolf in sheep's clothing.